This is my reflective video for Tech1002 social media. Overall, this has been a fairly enjoyable unit. We've had our social group Cooking Chaos, which has made up the main part of our coursework. We had to create a social group, and I was working with Joe, Izzy, Amber, Martina and Major. It's not been the most difficult coursework project. We've had to bake cakes and share it on social media, and being friends, it's not made it that difficult to meet up and do something together. I think that the blogs that we've had to write for this unit have really helped me reflect on the unit. It's been nice to just spend that time every week just reflecting on what I've been doing, just getting to think about the work that we've done, and it just helps me unwind a bit, just like spending that time just writing a blog. It doesn't have to be long, but it's just nice to do, I think for me the most interesting part of the unit has been doing the personality test. I think it revealed quite a lot about me. I think it's revealed why I can get frustrated a bit when I'm trying to explain things to people, especially in multimedia. If people need help with code, I can get really frustrated if they don't understand it straight away, and I've got to try and think of a different way of putting it, because to me it just seems so obvious. I think that's to do with my personality type, and I think that's also revealed why me and Major can have a fair bit of conflict, and we've been meeting for our social group because we've got quite different personality types. So I like to think things through logically, create a plan, whereas Major just likes to take charge and do what he thinks is best, and I think that's caused quite a few problems for us. For the exam part of the unit, we've had to read 4 books, which it doesn't sound that difficult to do, but I found it fairly difficult because I really don't like reading these books. They've been fairly boring and I've not found them very engaging, and I really don't test well in exams. I prefer to do things that are practical, like multimedia. Again, it's just I enjoy coding and going out making films, and I just don't feel like an exam is a good way of testing your ability to be able to do something practical. And these books, they're really not something that I find interesting. I really don't enjoy reading them or writing about them. Although I did find doing the mock exam fairly helpful, because it just shows that I am capable of doing it, I am understanding what I'm reading, although a lot of the time I do need to try and relate it back to the books more, and I'm finding that fairly difficult. Overall, this has been a fairly interesting unit because it's made me think twice before posting things on social media. Just makes me think, is this content creating value? Is anyone going to be interested? And that's made me think about the different platforms that I post on as well. This unit really hasn't been what I expected though to start with. I was expecting it to be more along the lines of learning how to create good content for social media and getting people to share it. But in reality, this unit's been more about learning why people post things on social media, especially exams. We've learned about how people were social in different time periods, and how it's evolved. So we learned about hipster culture and music culture and different bands and things like that. And it's really not what I expected from the unit. And I've enjoyed the practical side of it, where I've been doing the social group and blogs, but I've really not found that the lectures or the exam side of it aren't something that I'm interested in. So it's overall, though, it has been a fairly good unit, I think, and Rob's been really good at explaining everything. He's more of a coach than a lecturer, so in his lab sessions we've played with Play-Doh and just use that as a revision technique, just sitting there playing with Play-Doh, and it just helps you de-stress. And I think it's been quite a nice way of relaxing at the end of a week.